Welcome back to another quality video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. In this video, we'll show you how to remove and replace the bake igniter on this KitchenAid gas freestanding range.
Be sure to visit ApplianceVideo.com, where you will find thousands of repair videos on the latest technology. And for a limited time, you can save big on an annual membership and take advantage of all of our premium benefits. ApplianceVideo.com. Do it right the first time.
You will need the following tools to complete this repair. Stop. Before beginning any repair, always be sure to unplug the appliance from the wall outlet. It is also recommended to test the outlet for proper voltage. Remember to also turn off the gas. To remove the bake igniter, you will first have to remove the bottom drawer of the oven to access the wiring connector for the igniter. To remove the drawer, pull it all the way out. There's a tab on each side of the drawer. The right side tab must be lifted up and the left side tab must be pressed down. Then, the drawer can be removed and set aside. Here is the tab that needs to be pressed down. With the drawer removed, we can access the cover panel in the back of the bottom drawer. The panel is held on by two 1/4-inch screws. Once the screws are removed, the panel can be lifted up and out of the slot on the bottom and moved to the side. This will give you enough access to reach the wiring of the igniter. Grasp the wire going to the igniter and pull it straight off. Now, open the oven door and remove the cosmetic cover on the floor of the oven by lifting straight off. Next, remove the flame spreader. It's held in by 4 Phillips screws. With the screws removed, lift the flame spreader straight up and off. The burner tube will need to be removed also to allow access to the screws on the igniter. To uninstall the burner tube, remove the Phillips screw mounting it to the oven. With the screw removed, lift up on the front of the burner tube and move it back to clear the front lip of the oven. Then rotate it towards your right and guide the back end and the igniter out of the cavity in the rear. Now with the whole assembly removed, you can separate the igniter from the burner tube by removing the two 5/16" screws. Once the screws are removed, you can gently guide the plug end of the igniter out of the bracket on the burner tube and set it aside. To install the bake igniter, carefully guide the wiring terminal end of the igniter up through the bracket on the burner tube. Line up the 2 screw holes and install the 5/16" screws to secure it to the burner tube. Guide the back of the burner tube back into the cavity, exactly opposite of how you removed it. Rest the front of the burner tube into the slot on the front lip of the oven. Now, line up the burner tube with the valve located inside the bottom drawer compartment. Plug the wiring connector into the bake igniter. Line up the tab on the bottom of the access cover and slide it back into place. Line up the 2 screw holes and reinstall the 1/4-inch screws. Now, return to the oven compartment and reinstall the Phillips screw, mounting the burner tube into the oven. Set the flame spreader in position, lining up the screw holes. Install the first screw to hold it in place. Don't tighten this screw completely in case you need to move the flame spreader to line up the other screw holes. Move on to the other screws and do the same, leaving them slightly loose. When installing the final screw, you can tighten it down completely. Then, return to the other 3 screws and tighten them down completely. Finally, install the cosmetic cover. The slots on the front and back of the underside will line up with the screw heads on the floor of the oven. Set it in place until it sits firmly. And this will complete your repair. Thanks for watching. If you found this information helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel.